Okay, first things first. Let's talk about what you'll need to gather up. Getting your ingredients and tools ready beforehand makes the whole process go a lot smoother.
And the great thing is, your toolkit here is super simple. You're going to need Amitraz, which usually comes in either a 12.5% or 20% concentration. Then just some standard cooking oil. You'll also need an applicator, something like thick tissues or even a piece of cardboard works great. And finally, a small plastic bag for mixing it all up. That's it.
All right, now for what's arguably the most critical part, the mixing ratios. This is where you really need to be precise because the right mixture depends on both your Amitraz concentration and the size of your hive.
Now, before we get into the numbers, let's just quickly clarify what we mean when we say parts. A part isn't a specific amount, it's just a unit of measure. Think of it like a recipe. It could be a teaspoon, a bottle cap, a milliliter, whatever you choose. The only rule is that you have to be consistent. If one part is a teaspoon, then you use that same teaspoon for both the Amitraz and the oil. That's how you keep the ratio perfect.
So here it is, the mixing guide. Just find your setup on this chart. For a double deep hive using 12.5% Amitraz, you'll want 2 parts Amitraz to 5 parts oil. If you have that same double deep, but you're using the stronger 20% Amitraz, the ratio changes to 2 parts Amitraz and 6 parts oil. And for a single box hive with that 20% concentration, it's an easy 1:3 ratio. 1 part Amitraz, 3 parts oil.
Okay, so you've got your mixture all measured out, so what's next? Let's walk through the super simple step-by-step process for actually getting this into the hive.
The application is a really easy 3-step deal. First, you mix. Just pour your measured parts into that plastic bag, seal it, and knead it a bit to combine everything. Second, you soak. Drop your cardboard or tissue right into that bag and let it get totally saturated. Finally, you place it. You're going to lay that soaked applicator directly on top of the frames, right in the middle of the hive. This gets the treatment right into the heart of the colony where it can be most effective.
Now this is really important. This is not a one-and-done treatment. To really be effective, you've got to break the Varroa life cycle. And that means the timing of your applications is absolutely critical.
Here's the schedule you need to follow. You start with your first application, let's call that week 0. Then you wait 2 full weeks and you do it again, the second application. After another 2 weeks, you'll hit them with the third and final treatment. This 3-part schedule, spread over 4 weeks, is specifically designed to target mites as they emerge from the brood cells.
And finally, let's cover some crucial safety rules. I mean, the goal here is to help your bees, not harm them. So paying attention to these guidelines is non-negotiable.
Here is the single most important rule. You absolutely cannot apply this treatment if the outside temperature is over 30 degrees Celsius, which is about 86 degrees Fahrenheit. When it's too hot, the treatment can vaporize in a way that can actually be dangerous for your bees.
So, let's just quickly run through the full safety checklist. First, that temperature rule we just talked about. Stay under 30 Celsius. Second, freshness is key. You've got to mix this solution right before you use it, because it loses its effectiveness over time. And third, be smart about it. Always test the treatment on 1 or 2 hives first before you go and treat your whole apiary.
And that last point is so important, it's worth repeating. The source material puts it this way. You should experiment on a few hives before you generalize the treatment. So, treat a couple of colonies, wait a bit, and see how they do. This little test run just ensures everything is working as it should before you commit to the whole yard.
So if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Success really boils down to 2 things here. First, precision and getting your ratios exactly right. And second, the discipline to stick to that 3-part, 4-week schedule. If you can nail those 2 things, you're giving your bees a real fighting chance.
And that's our deep dive into the Amitraz and oil method. It kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Because while treatments like this are powerful tools,